Hello. I was thinking of speaking on financial literacy. Let's talk money. What is money? I am money. First affirmation. I am money. I am money physically, spiritually, energetically, emotionally, mentally. My thoughts, my words, my actions can all generate this currency. Energy. The energies of life. This flow of wind in a certain space. This bank that I'm in. I'm currently in a bank on Earth. And the wind is flowing through my bank. So I have a current flowing through this bank of land, this space here, this port of Earth. Now, water being this energy that we speak of, the flow of water, the vibrations, the consistent, endless waves of currents coming in to the shores being the banks of the beaches, of the lakes, of the rivers, of the lake's shore. You see a tide come, there's never a cease of flowing currents, energy. So this energy, current, is money. Flows into your bank account. Flows into your bank account. You transmit energy, transmute it into the form of a valuable asset, which most people deem as money. Money is money. It's a form of energy used to barter and trade. The first form of money was people, livestock, animals. Hey, baby. Animals, people. It's the first form of money. There are different forms of money. Assets. Physical property, gold. Different things that are valuable. Assets that are like family memorabilia. Most people rush for the dollar, a note, a piece of paper, or a couple of digits in a digital bank account. When you print those digits and you print out that sheet of whatever that spread is on that account, it becomes the same as the physical. Just a piece of paper. What is the value in that? The value can be deemed based upon those who control the money. The value can be deemed based upon those who take the money. So that's why you can travel to different places and your money can be worth more or less. So we're going to talk about this, financial literacy, really understanding financials. So we use money as a form of transmitted energy coming from us in the form of what? Form of a service, in the form of being helpful to someone, in the form of doing your gift in which makes the world better, handling things that are complicated for the entire world and creating solutions. These are the things as a energy trader that you would be doing. You would be trading energy. So back in the day, it would be, okay, this man has a cow and I'm going to trade him my guns for this cow so I can have milk. And I'm going to probably trade for a bull too. So I will trade some of my some of my products in order to get this bull, and then I would be able to utilize it. So I would find something that I had that was of value to this person, and we would barter system trade. Now, they created the coin, they created the dollar, the copper, the silver, the gold, the I feel like it's lined cotton. It's not tree paper, like just tree paper. It's not just tree paper. It's a different type of material that they utilize to make the money, at least in America. It used to be originally hemp. Hemp paper would have been the form of money that they would have been using. But they banned hemp because black people smoked. They don't want you smoking those green marijuana sticks, them green tobacco sticks. So, money. A bank. A bank is this place, as I told you, where all the water flows into from the vast big ocean, or vast big, speaking money, big pond of money, the big source of open money that we all utilize. And this money that's out there comes in to shore for all of us to utilize, and it goes into a bank. It goes into a bank, and it's flowing into the bank, flowing in and out of the bank consistently. You go do a deposit, they go do a withdrawal, they go do a deposit, they go do a withdrawal. That's the waves, the in and out. So that's money. Okay. So what's more to it? Knowing what to do with your money. How do you maintain this state of flow, not having a dead freeze of flow? So that's when the water gets frozen and no flow goes at all. That's a bank freeze, that's financial issues and lack, that's having issues being able to access your money, and then having a drought consists of no energy. So that would be someone that would be depleted. The difference would be one person has had access to their funds, they just been cut off, and the other has not had access to any funds, and they may not know of how to get to that beach, that river, or that bank to get that money up out of it, get that water into their life. So since I was young, I've been learning about financial literacy, whether it be from people in the community or it be going to conferences like Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And I learned how the rich think and how the wealthy and rich set up their money. It's a system. For one, do you know how to multiply your money? Do you have accurate sources to invest, to gain assets that help you further your services? Do you have ideas on quick flips? Ways to double or triple your money? There are many ways on this planet. For one, no one is supposed to work a job. That's something that came to me over time. Everyone has the option to start their own business and utilize their own gift. Every person out here can work for themselves, though many people will not get up to be that version of themselves that takes the lead and does it for themselves. Most people need someone to guide them, or they need this because of a past belief or upbringing. But the Bible says that the Father gives all our good. And the Lord leads me to profit. The Lord leads me to profit. So profit for the religious is a part of God. Jesus said, I've come here for you to live life more abundantly. Understanding the world. So it's a current flow, and where you get your money from, everyone else gets their money from. And when you send your money out, it goes back into that flow, and it makes the world better. You have options to increase your money just by knowing which bank accounts to get. Some people utilize leveraging life insurance as a way to gain finances. So that's outside of you even having to do anything. Just you existing, you could gain a portion or the entire portion financially of what you need to invest in whatever you seek to do. The thing here is understanding that the money is in you, as in I am money. So the money is in you being in your gift, what you bring out of yourself and give to the world. Apple, YouTube, Ford, Kia, ComEd. What are they giving to the world? They're giving something to the world that the world needs, that the world would utilize, and it's at a state in which the world can properly take this and it be of service. So it is of value. So that's why an Apple phone is worth thousands of dollars. And food is worth cheaper. Food is worth cheaper because it's the value. Anybody can plant some food in their garden, but can you make an iPhone? Hold on, I'll wait. All right. So you have personal finances and assets. You have business finances and assets. Your personal life, you can create different bank accounts to, either way, wealth, riches, you create different bank accounts to manage your money. If you're in a business, then you create a holding company. You let the holding company generate it to whatever other company in which you get paid directly from the holding company. I don't even know why that's ciphering like that, but thank you, God. So when I got into it, I was hearing about stocks and bonds, stretch IRA funds, finding a bank account or a saving with the right amount of interest, not as in you giving them interest, but your money gains interest. Finding things that your money can gain interest. A lot of people do that with the stock market. That's one way to multiply your money. Finding something that you can invest in that will bring you more money. Two, as I said, you create different bank accounts. So as a personal, I have a family. So I have my personal bank account. I have a bank account for my children. I have a bank account for either joint with my wife. And I will probably have another one. It sounds crazy. But I would organize my money in a way where I know this is there, that is there, this is there. For one, organization, because a lot of people spend money all the time, recklessly, not knowing what they have in their accounts, if they utilize the right thing for the right purpose. For one, it's awareness. If you don't have awareness when it comes to money, you will lose it, for one. So many people out here lose money every day. Just walking down the street, I lost $50. Oh, I lost $100. Where did that money go? Someone took my money. That's one thing about the the fiat currency. Fiat currency, the paper money. So that's services, that's forms of investment, that's quick flips, that's stocks, stocks, bonds, stretch IRAs. You got your Bitcoin. You still got your assets. Now, assets, money, physical property, physical, tangible things that will be valued in any country or any space at any time. Most people are out here attaining a portfolio in life of liabilities. Cars they can't pay off. Houses they struggling to pay. Lifestyles they're struggling to manage and maintain. And the reason for this, for one, is how they are structured. How they are structured. You can't be living your dream life, your best life possible without no money. For no man nor woman can possibly be and have a fulfilled life without the benefit of money to be, do, and have the things that they need to be, do, and have. For you to have money to study, for you to have money for recreation, for you to have money for training, for you to have money for investment, for you to have money to launch that product, that business, that service. So, that's just me when I was speaking on the money stuff. But let's say you have your regular bills. Then you have your investment fund. Now we're getting to it. You have your investment fund. Then you have your Joy Bank account. Y'all didn't even know I knew about the Joy Bank account. Y'all ain't even knew. Look. So this bank account pays the bills. This bank account generates all the investments in which meticulously multiplies all of the money that's placed here. You can create accounts with certain credit companies, Navy, Federal, or whatever, and take and place your money in the account and see an increase. I won't tell you any further. Look them up. Basically, it's so many ways. So credit is a form of trust, but it is money. It's a form of trust. It's a trust form. Credit says, I will lend to you, debt you, and trust that you will pay and honor our arrangement. So people will let you utilize their money, other people's money, OPM, for the things that you desire to do, as long as you have the right alignment of things, whether it be paperwork, knowing the right person, or whatever it may be. So back to the family. You took care of your bills because you sent your money from your check straight into this account. Now you got another check coming and you took care of your bills already. Boom, money going into the diverse investment fund. You should be having something going into there continuously. You should be either saving up or utilizing that money to do what you need. So me as an artist, I utilize my money on the things that I needed. For the first time, I invested in a car, which was an asset, because if I was able to drive my car, I would be able to work driving. I help a lot of people, so me having a car gives people access to me. That makes sense. Investing in paying on a place or wherever you're gonna stay, that makes sense. Invest in the things that are assets. Liabilities, man, bro, you ain't got nowhere to stay. Why you need $1,000 outfit? You ain't even got $1,000 place. You ain't got $1,000 car. Your outfit costs $1,000. Your watch costs $800, and your shoes cost $600. Yeah, people be trying to be out here flexing, but that's not real money. It's not real money. When you take all them clothes off, you go sell it, you're gonna get a lesser value. Some of these cars, once they get off the lot, it's a lesser value. You didn't go gain an asset, you gained a liability. I was watching T-Pain say he bought a Bugatti or something like that and ended up having to sell it. Ended up having to sell it. And he sold it for less than what he bought it for. So, you have jobs, you have trades, then you have business. Jobs, trades, business, non-for-profit services. So, your LLC, S Corp, C Corp, non-for-profit, or you're just solely an individual. Oh yeah, I know my stuff. Oh yeah, I know my stuff. So, what do we do from here? We get to the business. You set up your business based on however you want your life to be and your business to run. I gave you the different entities of corporations in which you can go under. Limited liabilities. Your S Corp would be for when you get investors, and your C Corp would be for when you got the big wheels rolling, baby. The non-for-profit would typically be to service humanity and give services basically that people wouldn't be willing to do. Like me, currently, I am developing a housing project for the homeless and artists around the world. And I have a non-for-profit that I am building in order to do that. Okay? So you have foundations. Foundations are forms of banks that can lend money and give money for these non-for-profit type benefits. So you have the person, I, you have the entity, LLC, S Corp, C Corp. You have the DBA, or yeah, your domain business, DBN, your domain business name, basically, whatever the name of your corporation will be. So you have, I'm going through all of this right now. I should be stopping, but who cares? Look, if it helps you, it helps you. You can do a free LLC online, or you can go register one with your state, get you an EIN number, and basically get started. It doesn't have to be an LLC. It could be an S corp or a C corp. It all depends on the trajectory that you want. So that's your business side. That's taking whatever gift that you have and utilize it. Say you have a job. Now we take this money from the job, we invest it into our business, we invest it into our doubling up accounts, and we manage based upon the in and out flow. Your in and out flow. So you know that your children take this current amount, you budget. Your child take this amount, your house take this amount, your car takes this amount. All of this, you budget it. Many people don't have spending or investing control.
You see my charges to the computer?
No. Investing control. Charge. That's crazy. I wonder if the ocean has any electrical charges. Charge. Energy. Some people have lost their charge. Some people have a spark. That gift is your spark. You must use your charge and put that charge into these banks of water and let everybody feel that energy. So that money just keep on bubbling up out and coming. Look, a tsunami of money hit my bank account. So, that's your personal funding. That's your funding for your spouse. That's your funding for your family. Funding for charitable endeavors. Your funding for your investments. Your funding for joy. Your funding for your businesses and assets. All of these different things. Timidity is not a good way to live in. You pick up your income to meet your standard of living desire. I came from a family that believed you gotta save more and you gotta do less spending. No, you should earn more. So you basically have more coming in than you have going out. Not I should save more and suffer more by waiting or not having. An asset and a liability. Something that will help you earn anything towards your goals versus something that will distract you and just drain your energy. Money is energy. Money is energy. Money is energy. If you depleted in energy, you let somebody take all your money. It's getting deeper now. anger, perception, imagination. Money has good energy, bad energy. The good energy you feel when you do something good, the bad energy when you invest in something that you're disappointed with. It can be utilized for any purpose. Though thou shall profit. Thou shall profit. As long as ye are open to profit, thou shalt profit. Because the Lord leadeth thee to profit. So, all right, got to this point. This person has gained bank accounts. They have invested into these bank accounts. They have invested into investments. And now they have multiplied their money. What do? Buy assets. Buy assets. Buy assets. Sell your business. Create a new business. Create a new service. Continue. Just don't ever get to the point of greed. There is no such thing as too much. There is no such thing as, well, there is a such thing as not enough. If you believe it. Because technically in life, there's only abundance. There's never enough there's never a lack of green trees. Never a lack of air, and never a lack of water. It's always enough. And if it's not, then God will provide. The Lord shall provide. So, money is in how you walk, how you talk, how you dress, how you exist. You being and existing is money. What you give to the world becomes transmuted into a certain amount of riches or wealth. Most people are not utilizing themselves properly. If you are only working this job and you are only investing in someone else's rental property, you are only spending your money going out and doing things on flex mode, when do you have the time to gain assets? When do you have the time to leverage your money? And don't you notice that you're working to make someone else rich and wealthy? Like, this is for the person that don't have no entrepreneur sense at all. You're working to make someone else wealthy. As a contractor, I learned, whether it be security, maintenance, or residential desk service, the client gives a amount of money, and the contractor, as I'm a subcontractor, so the contractor gets a certain amount of money, then they hire a subcontractor to do the work. So the contractor takes a portion of your money. So just like these businesses, you go in here, you work, and you give them your work. They sell their product or service by you making it, manufacturing it for them every day, running their business for them while they're not even there. And then once you do that, you take a portion, possibly go invest it back into that place. Then after that, you go invest it into the rental, which is probably not your property, which means you're investing in someone else's living situation. when you could have invested in an asset, a multifamily home that could be paying for your living expenses. People have all these products, but not nobody, but majority of these people, look, bro, you got an iPhone, you got a turbocharger, you got an SRT, you got all that, G-Shock. Like, bro, what you mean? Come on. What you mean? You ain't got no stock. You ain't bought nothing. No shares in that company. People looked at me crazy for years. I represent Tech Life Chicago. Why? I learned business. I learned brands. I learned the world. I was being raised by one of the Muslim brothers from the Nation of Islam. Mr. Brother Muhammad. Brother Muhammad Kalamak. And he educated me to this world. Certain things I'm speaking on now, I learned over 11 years ago. Or further. I'm just not revealing it. People say they own the car, they own the house. No, you paying on that, you paying on that. You making somebody else rich and wealthy, and you are not even getting anything in return. I got to a point, I remember when I wouldn't even eat at certain places that wouldn't hire me. But people feel like their emotional need, these carnal pleasures, are more important than their values and them having respect and integrity in this life. People's addiction to impulses outweigh their love for themselves in many situations. Why does this all matter? Money. So money is an object that is created, that was imagined in order to be transferred between people, and it has a value on it. It goes to everyone on earth who can access it. And if they can't access it, normally someone else is utilizing those funds for them. There's always enough money. There's always enough money. Some people are standing on their acres of gold mines and don't know it. But the first thing is understanding that this world has a structure. And in the game of life, you must know the rules of the game in order to win. We had the Monopoly game. You roll the dice. And however many points that the dice roll, you move to that spot. You have the option to buy or keep going. So the board game, you're just buying up all of this property. And whoever ends up owning the most property in the end, I guess, is the winner. Because oh yeah, then you got to go to jail. So to go to jail would be people that have these places and they're not maintaining them properly, or it's some type of violent interaction, or something just went wrong. So now you've landed in jail. Go to jail card. Go to jail card. So some of these owners don't have the best running. Then you notice once you buy the spot on the Monopoly board, then the other person comes and they rent it. So you're sitting right next to this person. Y'all both playing the same game, which is the game of life. But this person decided I'm going to buy this property. I'm going to get this asset in order to always generate something from this. Now, anytime anyone wants to acquire and utilize my asset, they must pay me. So every time you land on that spot, now you gotta pay that person. And in life, that is how it is. That is how it is. I don't believe this is a money one-on-one. This is a bigger thing. You know, your credit, as I said, is a form of money, and you have a certain amount of credit points or whatever. Just because you might have a super high credit score doesn't mean nothing if you haven't utilized your credit. Credit history is also impactful. But those are the, I want to say, forms of it, money. But as I say, your business, you have your umbrella company, the company that is like the head over everything. Then you place your other business under that, and you pay yourself through the businesses. And if it's any liquidation, basically your company is the one that gets liquidated and not your own personal assets. So most people are out here working a job or doing something. So then when the IRS comes for them, they come and take their own individual assets. These people be judging these entrepreneurs, but when the police or IRS come for them, then basically they don't have the same setup. Their personal gets attacked and they lose everything. So the difference between the hustler, the person working a job, and the person that has a business, and or the person that has a business and working a job. The hustler is set up like the entrepreneur. The only difference is typically the hustler does not have the same amount of investment understanding and doesn't know how to gain assets. So most hustlers and people working typically don't know how to leverage credit or how to properly invest their money. So you have all this money, you continuously getting it in, but your outflow is so high. So you might be able to save up something, but then something come up, and now you gotta spend it. You know what I mean? But you always got something coming in because you're a hustler. But at this point, how can we always have something there and always have something coming in? You know what I mean? The 9-to-5 person, it's okay to work a 9-to-5. I'll say that. But what will you do for yourself? Some people save up to get this amount, but you don't have to save up. You can utilize a skill, or you can invest your money and have your money go work for you. Right now, you are working for money. Set your money out to go and work for you. Tell this amount of money to go out there and bring me back more money. Bring your friends. Bring your friends. I was not expecting to do a whole almost hour on this subject. Goodness gracious. So, money is a form of energy, but money can come through certain vehicles. Yes, it could come through working, but money can come through imagining yourself. Money can come through doing nothing. Money can come through various ways. You don't have to go and work. You don't have to trade. You don't have to do anything I told you. You could do nothing. It all depends on you your resonance, your beliefs. Your resonance, your beliefs. Some people are, well, the life that people have is based on what they believe. So at some point you believe that where you are now is your reality or a state in which you resonate with, and this current place became your current moment in space. So now is to know where I am and to see where I want to go, to create a plan in order for me to get from here to there, or create a plan from there so I can get here. Reverse the plan or send the plan forward. But either way, do what's best for you. All content is for entertainment purposes only. Like, share, subscribe, follow. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, all platforms. Sir Timo, thank you God, 999. I am a light worker. I work for God. That is my true job. And outside of that, I do maintenance, cleaning. I'm a subcontractor, and outside of that, I'm about to be a delivery driver. About to be a delivery driver for a little bit so I can invest in the things that will help the world. That's why I'm doing it. It's bigger than me. I'm investing into the things that kept me here. So, I do have an LLC. My business hasn't been on paper successful. And it's also in part because I've been in the business for 20 years almost. And I waited until 15 years in or 16 plus to actually incorporate. But it's just the beginning. Whatever route you take, I wish you to be great. I wish you to have high stakes, and don't let a beautiful mind go to waste. Holla.